the battle is won. Carrying the star and the cross of redemption. He'll understand and say, well done. Oh, when I come to the end of my journey, weary of life, and the battle is won. Carried the star over the cross of redemption. He'll understand and say, well done. Oh, when I come to the end of the journey, weary of life, and the battle is won. Carrying the staff and the cross of redemption, he'll understand and say, well done. When the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. God, you, thou great Jehovah, will bring through this barren land. Lord, when the day is done, when the day is done, oh, when the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, oh, and the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Oh, God, you, thou great Jehovah, will bring through this barren land. Lord, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Hey, preacher man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your soul well. 'Cause if you preach like Paul and not live the word, you will suffer like David did. Hey, Christian, no bother carry, do not bother carry your souls well. 'Cause if you love go to church and not live the life, you will suffer like David did. Hey, sinner man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your souls well. If you're not go to church and not accept Christ, you will suffer like David did. Hey, preacher man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your souls well.
And good night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name's Sheldon Scott. I'm here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour.
Jesus on the telephone.
It's now 9 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada, the Eastern Caribbean. I want to say a special good night to each and every one of you.
Jesus.
Yes, Talking Points is, I know, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I know. It has been a rough I can't give all of this story tonight, but it's been a very rough 2 weeks, huh?
I want Jesus way down in my soul. Hey! Jesus on the telephone.
So saying a special good night to all of you joining us via We Noise Radio.
The telephone, tell him.
Real FM 91.9. Good night to you, Mr. Andre Donald, and the listeners via 91.9. I'm not sure. I believe they are on with us, yeah?
Tell him now. Tell him. Tell him now. Tell him. Tell him now. Tell him.
Also saying a special good night to those of you listening to us via One Soca Radio.
But I want Jesus way down in my soul. Hey. Tell him now. Tell him. Tell him now. Tell him. Tell him now. Tell him.
Them a go tired to see me face. I had to sing it like that, you understand? No. We ain't taking calls yet, man. Sorry. We ain't not taking calls yet. I'll go to call back. We're not taking calls yet. All right, yeah.
I want Jesus way down.
Wait until I set the phone line open, man. We're not taking calls yet.
Tell him now. Tell him now.
Hold on with the calls, man.
Tell him now. Tell him now.
Yes, indeed, folks. As I said, it's been a very... All you hear the voice, all kind of thing. All you realize the voice change. Yeah, all kind of things change. So... It has been a very, very rough 2 weeks, and we want to humbly apologize to all of you. We know many of you have been reaching out. I actually had to, due to certain circumstances, I could not take the volume of calls and messages and everything that were coming in. But let's just say we are thankful to each and every one of you who have reached out to me, myself, over the last 2 weeks. And I just want to tell you all how thankful I am and how grateful I am for your concern. Don't worry, I'm good now. All right? Yeah, I'm good now, right? Nice.
Heaven is my Father's home. Heaven is my Father's home. Heaven is my Father's home. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Christ lead me through no dark road.
No, I don't think you all should be having a problem hearing me with the mic. Yeah, it's just me. I have to adjust it. If you're not hearing me properly, just let me know so I can adjust to suit. Yeah, if you're not hearing me properly, now you should be hearing me clearly there now, man. Yeah, if you wasn't hearing me clearly before, I just adjust it. Yeah.
But through his open door, oh God.
Yeah, so I think you should be hearing me more than clearly there right now. Yeah. And we're gonna do the roll call in a short.
In all my Lord's appointed way, my journey I pursue, in God, for I.
Yeah, folks, remember to tell a friend, Talking Points is on. A good night to you, Camille Teresa Scott. Hope you're having a wonderful night tonight, my dear. Mommy George, good night to you. Patricia and Matthew, good night. Yeah, I do hope everything is going all well with each and every one of you. Martin and Miss B. Martin, good night to you, bro. Good night to your lovely wife as well. Mr. and Mrs. Watts, good night to you. Yeah, roll call in a short while, yeah? So make sure you're checking in, eh? The Geezer, good night to you, my bro. making sure everything's running as it's supposed to run. I did a test today. Yeah, I didn't go live online, but I did a test today. That's why I say if you have a problem with the mic, man, yeah, that is me. I just had to turn up the volume, man. Good night to you, Chris London. I see you there as usual. Everything is all well and okay with you, bro. Sherma Jeremiah, good night to you, and Kayla. Cindy Thomas, good night to you. Alcy Peters, Moko Joseph, Marilyn Ferguson, good night to you, my dear. Carib Spice Fitness, Clive Raymond, good night to you, bro. Hillary Joseph, Jermaine Lewis, Anne-Marie Dick, Moko Joseph, Moko Pin, Jerome Kenneth Lewis, Teresa Joseph, Jenny Samuel, Shirley Ann James, Jackie Raymond, Veronica Lewis Alexander, Teresa Joseph, Stephanie John. Good night to you, Stephanie John, Tati, the entire home circle. Good night to you all. Mrs. Watts, good night, huh? Cynthia Bartholomew, Velma Pascal, Red Girl Pascal, Jakeem Williams, Jillian Williams, Catherine, good night to you. Ron Julian, good night to you. And I see Norma Felix, good night. Fadu! Amanda Moses, Oswald Belfont Sky, I see, yeah, Joyce, I see you there, Joyce Lewis, Chunky McIntyre, Carnes Peters, good night to you, yeah.
Too many minds behind.
And Gertrude Abraham, good night.
Talk to me tonight. Too many.
Andrea Burke, Jacinta Alves. Yeah, so much things have happened in the last 2 weeks, huh?
Too many tell me to remember. Come on, man, we have done. There is too much to get.
Yes, indeed. You know what? 8-7. Yeah, let me get into the thing, man. Yeah, let me go hold off on the music and thing there for the time being. Nice, yeah. We go hold off on the music for the time being there. Because so many things have happened in the past few weeks that there's quite a lot that we have to speak about tonight. And I want to start in St. John. And I want to start in St. John for a specific reason. It seems as though it is a fact that St. John is underrepresented at this time. There is no parliamentary representative for the constituency of St. John at this time. Because when you see the things that the people in Clogier have been going through and continue to go through, you would think that by now there would have been something put in place to assist the people of Clogier. Good night to you, Mr. Handsome, up there in Clogier. You'd have thought that by now something definitive, significant, would have been done to assist the people of Clogier with the situation that they are facing at this point in time. Instead, you continue to have a bunch of smoke and mirrors being put out there to bamboozle the rest of the nation that everything is all well and good in Clogier, that the people enjoying life. You have farmers that have lost crops due to the inability to access their lands and to bring their crops to market. They have lost crops due to that. You have the situation that continues with the school children that have to traverse an area that the people who telling them they should traverse that area have put a sign there to say, pass there at your own risk. Yet children and their parents going to work and the children going to school have to pass through that area every day of the working week. And yet still, let's ask the question, when the opportunity gives itself. We can ask the question, what is taking place in relation to the studies that we saw? Remember, we saw people went up there. Remember, we saw people talking and saying that geotechnical studies supposed to take place there. That they're supposed to check and go down to see where the rock is and what type of rock is there and how far down the rock go and where the water passing and how it passing and what should be done. So you heard all of those talk. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Ask yourself, have you heard anything report in relation to that? You hear anything come back and say up to this point in time that this is what has been done? Instead, you see them continuing to do the same thing that they were doing before that caused the problem in the first place. They just continue going their merry way with the wall that they were doing. I don't know, build that wall? Yeah, build that wall. So they're just going ahead with the wall. When you may end up having a study that says that that wall has to break down or that wall has to move. Because they never stopped to work on that, they continued going on that. Without the study, which should have been the basis for whatever work you're going to do in that area. And meanwhile, there is no end in sight to what the people there are going through. And we have to pray that there is no heavy rainfall or rain event or continuous rain over an extended period of time that saturates that soil in that area, or what we're seeing now will end up worse. But you know, MP, ask the people in Closure when last they see the MP. I had a song somewhere around, should I find it to play? When last you see your MP? Because they're not seeing the MP. Look, you have another situation that has propped up during the time that I've been off. The situation in relation to fish and what has been taking place, where the United States have placed some countries on a ban so that they would not be able to sell fish to the United States as of January 1st. That's just roughly about 3-4 months away. That they, well, a little under 4 months, that they will not be able to sell any fish to the United States. You know what that means? That means that the Grenadian economy will be losing millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. From some estimates, close to 90% of the fish that's exported from Grenada, according to some estimates, go to the US market. We know we have the European market too. But close to 90%, that's the yellowfin tuna, especially, goes to the US market. The Americans are saying that in the case of Grenada, they asked for certain documentation, they asked for certain legislation, and the present administration has not provided that to them. I see various people saying, well, it was the same under the New National Party, but was Grenada banned under the New National Party administration? No. Don't try to shift the blame. They were banned under this administration. And it just shows you the level of incompetence of the people in charge. That they probably watch this document and say, who's studying American, and that throw it aside. Because remember, it's this same administration that watched the American government when they told them that what they would do in relation to the visas and said to them, well, take the damn visa if you want to. Pardon the French. It's this same administration that watched them and said that to them. So who know what they said when the Americans said, well, listen, this is what we're going to do. The Americans have said, they accused Grenada of different things, for instance, that we are not protecting mammal species like whales and so on. We are not protecting whales, and we're not protecting other type of sea life, and we're not trying to avoid bycatch and all these sort of things. They're accusing Grenada of all of that. And all Grenada has to do, because from speaking with some fishermen, and yes, I have spoken to some fishermen, the things that they are being accused of do not take place. But it is simply that the government did not find it necessary to provide the information to the US in a timely manner to avoid the ban that was put in place. And they were warned. It is not a situation that President Trump and the people just wake up one morning and say, let me place a ban on Grenada. They were warned. They were aware of the situation. They did nothing. Now you see them putting out press release, oh, we're rushing to deal with this expeditiously. They're now rushing to go and deal with these things. This is a situation. Listen, let's just get something clear here. When you're speaking St. John, you're speaking fishing. You already have a situation in St. John where the financial institutions are gone. The banks and them, they move. All the banks it used to have. The last one I know it had was Republic Bank, I think it was. And I think they moved as well. You have a teller machine that most times you can't get cash out there. You have to end up going up in St. Mark or St. Patrick or come down to town to get cash. All you have, I believe now is, and somebody from St. John correct me if I'm wrong, I believe all they have now is the credit union, one credit union that is operating there. Yeah? One. That's what they have. And now you're ending up in a situation because it is fishing, especially when you're talking about the lands and those areas there. It is fishing that drives the local economy. But at a point in time that the livelihood of these people is being threatened, the people who went to the banks and the credit unions and take out the $250,000, yes, 200,000 plus, to go and buy the boat to go out and do the long line fishing. These people are now being left at a disadvantage because it is obvious to anybody with common sense that the local market could never absorb all of the fish that these people are catching. See what happened during COVID when the vessels had to come in. There was no way that the local market could have absorbed all the fish that they came in with. So when you look at areas like Gove, and in particular the lands and those areas there, when you look at St. Mark and Waltham and these areas, when you look at St. Patrick and St. Andrew, and even for the fishermen who go out from St. George itself, and especially when you look at Petit Martinique, where the mainstay of their economy are the tuna boats. And you're saying to these people, you're saying to all of these people, that come January 1st, what is going to happen to Petit Martinique? They already get hit with Hurricane Beryl, now they get hit with Hurricane NDC. Incompetence. And that ain't an easy hurricane to get hit with after you get hit with a category 4 or 5, wherever Beryl was at that time. Because some people say 4, some people say 5. After you get hit with Hurricane Beryl, now you're getting hit with NDC incompetence. So the people that may have been trying to build back on their own, the people that have been trying to make it, who just come and get a loan to go and get back the boat that they lost during Beryl, now they are left with the dirty end of the stick in their hand simply due to the incompetence of the present administration. And where are the MPs to come out and speak on behalf of the people of Petit Martinique, of the people of Carriacou? They both said, build big new fish market. Yes, we build fish market. You build fish market and now you get banned from sending to the biggest market for the fish. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And the people of St. John, who already, you have seen the decline in the economy in St. John. When they speak about it, for the MP to go and try to do something about it, she jumps under their social media post because all NDC is social media badger. None of us seem to have the right now to go and speak anywhere on social media. The moment you make a post, about 12 of them want to jump under there and come and cuss you and say the worst thing, and they come and they are the worst to say about people. The same people who are going to come in your yard to ask for a vote, they go come, all you worried, they cussing you, they calling you dotish. They're saying all kind of nasty thing about you once they realize that you are not supportive of them or you have an independent mind. Because some people, it's not that they're not supporting the NDC, but they have an independent mind. They ain't supporting NNP, they ain't supporting NDC. They are independents. But these people are under attack as well. So we see these things happening. And we ask ourselves, how much longer do the people of St. John have to go through such incompetent leadership? Well, let me take that back, because it's not leadership. It's lack thereof. The people of St. John deserve better. Because I'll tell you, I'll put you on onto something. Don't be surprised if within the next 6 months, you hear another ban on Grenada for another product. I ain't going to say what is agricultural one, but I ain't going to say much further than that at this point in time. All I will say is within the next 6 months, don't be surprised. Because the level of incompetence is high. Jump a plane, go to Mexico. Mexico. Go to Mexico. Go to some part in Europe and so. They're quick to do that. But to sort out an issue for the people of St. John, to sort out an issue for the people of St. John, who are the people that have hired them to do a particular job on their behalf. To do that, they have a problem. Incompetence. There's no other word for it. What we are seeing is the height of incompetence by the folks that have been hired to do the job. Jump on social media and cuss people, the bad day. Jump on stage and cuss people, the bad day. Go in parliament and lie, the bad day. But to ensure that the people of Cloget can comfortably move from point A to point B, missing in action. To ensure that the fishermen in St. John or the fishermen in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and again, you all know how important. If you don't know, you can't really be a full Grenadian. If you don't understand how important the tuna boats are to the people of Petit Martinique, and to see that they are within months of losing the right, and this nonsense the present administration giving up, oh, they're working, and let's see if they will do it before the point in time. Let's see. Because look, you're talking about whales, and Grenada might be doing things that killing the whales and so on. Next door in St. Vincent, just pay attention to that. Next door in St. Vincent, you all know what blackfish is. Next door in St. Vincent, they does catch whales. But they have put in place the legislation, and they have done the documentation to the United States. So while they does actually kill whales, Grenadians don't kill whales. You don't see Grenadian boats going out and harpooning whales and killing whales and coming and saying, well, yes, we allowed to take one or two. And you don't see Grenadians doing that. But yet still the country that does do it, they were not sanctioned. But the country that does not do it, we were sanctioned. And we were sanctioned because of the incompetence of the people who hold the reins of power in Grenada at this point in time. Bar none. All of them incompetent. Because all of them sitting down in the cabinet. And none of them could say that they didn't know. So all of them just as incompetent as the other. So they find themselves in this fishy situation. Yes, a fishy situation that they have found themselves in. And trying to give the impression that they're so concerned and they're so doing something about it. At the point in time when the clear and present danger is there. Remember, we have a situation just a few minutes ago. I was seeing a news report of another boat that has been destroyed by the American military in Caribbean waters. Another boat destroyed. Trinidadian fishermen afraid to go in the water right now. They ain't taking chance. They say next thing they get mistaken for something else. So Trinidadian fishermen say they ain't going out in the water from certain points in Trinidad because they are afraid that a missile might come and meet them, especially after the second one that took place today. But yet still you have in Grenada people are talking about, let it take their visa. If they want it, take it. Well, they take it. And from what we're hearing, it's not one to take alone. We're hearing it have other people on that gone too. But we will hear more about that in the future. Because remember, things in Grenada are on a need-to-know basis. So maybe we don't need to know. Maybe that's the situation. Folks, that's all on the calls for a little while. I ain't open the phone lines yet, all you. I'll open the phone line in that timing. Hold on the phone calls. So we have a situation where you cannot be having people that trying to run a country on a feeling, on a whim. You have to run the country on experience, knowledge, and capability. And at this point in time, that does not exist in the present administration. We don't have that. So it's not just the people of St. John that's seeing problems. It's not just them. The whole of Grenada. You all, when you go to town, you seeing it. You're seeing the vendors who coming down with the stuff and have to take it and go back. But some of them so bad mind. Some of them, they're so bad mind. They wouldn't even admit it. They're grinding, you know. They're grinding till their teeth grinding down. But they wouldn't admit it. They're going down. They're paying the money to bring the goods down. And then they have to take it and go back with it. Because that is the state of the economy. I listen to the throne speech, and when I hear them talking about I listen to the throne speech, I hear the government talking about, oh, they have put various measures to deal with the cost of living. You take $100 and go in the supermarket and see how far it go. And tell me what measures they have done to stretch that $100 for you. One of these days you go pick up the $100 and we go see the man without the glasses and all. Things so bad. You take $100 and go in the supermarket and tell me if 4 years ago, when you took that $100, if it didn't used to stretch more than it's stretching right now. And what has the government done to address the increase in inflation? Nothing. We see the reports. We put the reports up on this program so you can see the reports. We put it up here so that you can see the reports. We show you the consumer price index and we don't put it out. It is not figures that we have put together. It's not Sheldon put that together. It's not Talking Points put that together. It's not the New National Party put that together. That is the Ministry of Finance. So we are putting out their own figures. And it shows the increases in different areas. It shows when you look at it, even with the back to school, you saw the increase in the school uniforms, the shoes, the underwear for the children. You saw the increase in the price of the books and other items to get children back to school, which is why we made sure and we told you go buy K&R. 2 for 1. Go buy K&R. We told you that because we saw what was happening. That even now there are parents that are struggling. They were able to get the things together to get the children to school. But they're struggling. This is the middle of September and they're struggling to be able to send the children to school. I know. People reach out to me all the time. I know. So nobody ain't telling me what I'm saying is not true. There are parents who reach out to me. They say, Mr. Scott, we apply. They say go online and apply for the assistance for back to school. They say joke Jody up to now we can't hear nothing from them. Because somebody may be whispering there, that one may be a NNP, or that one we don't know where they stand. Because it wasn't the New National Party that stood on a platform and said, we need to know we people. And the reason we people ain't getting help is because we don't know them. It was the present Prime Minister of this country that stood on a platform in Bujeju and made that statement. So it wasn't the NNP. They were the ones that make their statement. So when you see things like you apply for different programs and you're not getting through, you know why. You know why these things are happening. And they still come to bamboozle you and tell you everything's so nice and good in the country. Everything nice in the country, man. Everything is well. Everything going perfect in Grenada at this point in time. They satisfy them hypocrite. Hypocrite. I admire some of the people who identify themselves as NDC supporters and call out the wrong when they see it. There are a few of them, I ain't calling their name tonight. But there are a few of them who identify themselves as NDC supporters, and when they see the wrong, they call it out. But from the leadership, there is no example. And from many of the others, there is no example that they're seeing wrong and call it right. So Grenadians have been faced over the last week, last week I believe I saw that one, where a letter sent out by Grenlec said that they're going to be increasing the costs. So you have to pay more for your electricity. And you're already going into the time of year when the electricity costs. If you ever look at your bills over the, August, you'll see a little spike. But then you see going down November, December there, you just spend a little more for your electricity anyway. You just see the price going up. Because you burn your lights for longer, and so the nights are longer, and so you burn your lights for longer and things like that. Then you're going into the dry season where you're using fan or air condition and so on. So you use more electricity during that period of time. And now they tell you outside of that expected increase that you're going to see there through usage, now they're telling you they have to increase the price again. When the new National Party, when they left office, left certain measures to keep the price of electricity down. And there were businesses and there were households who benefited in the millions in the state of Grenada through the measures that were put in place by the new National Party administration. This NDC came in and moved the measures. They said, well, you don't need that and you don't need this, and they take it out. And now, after they take that out, the buffer that would have been there to protect you, they take out the buffer. And now you're getting licks. Grenlec increasing price of electricity on you. And some people, everything nice in the country, everything going good, everything nice and everything going good for them because their pockets gain stuff. Meanwhile, some people, all they don't even have lint in their pocket. Let's open the phone. I realize several people trying to call. Let me open the phone lines. Yeah, let me open the phone lines here. I realize several people are trying to call, so let me open the phone lines and give people the opportunity to call. Folks, you can call 1473-440-7377, but remember, we can only take the WhatsApp calls. We cannot take direct calls. We can only take the WhatsApp calls, so you can call at this point in time. All right? Yeah. So we have all these situations going on with an incompetent bunch of people who focus, instead of focusing on sorting out the issues that really matter to people here. They focus on traveling. That's what they focus on again. Yeah? If you check right now, I'm sure you have at least 3 or 4 of them out of the country. And then, when they do the throne speech, after all people speak and discuss this thing and say, we do not want this age of civil responsibility bill. We do not want it. People say they do not want this bill. After that, you still see them come and you have this happening. Let's hear the Governor General during the throne speech.
Before I conclude, allow me to briefly highlight a few additional legislative priorities that will shape our national agenda in the coming months. 1. Amendment to the Banking Act to inter alia promote responsible financial conduct and enhance consumer protection, including regularization of fees and charges. 2. Age of Legal Civil Responsibility Amendment Act.
So you see they're coming back with it again. I think, oops, I missed the caller. Yeah, you see they're coming back with that same bill that people already say kill the bill. Kill the bill. They say they're going to be doing some. You all could tell me, have you all heard of any sessions where they discuss this bill and they call in civil society and so on? Leader of His Majesty's opposition, the Honorable Emlyn Pear, the opposition staged a forum in relation to that bill. So folks were able to go to that forum and they were able to speak on different aspects of it and so on. So there was a discussion there in relation to that. But outside of that, have you heard the government saying anything in relation to that? I think I have a caller on the line. Let me go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Sheldon Scott.
Hey, good night, Camille
And
Teresa Scott. How you doing?
thank God to hear your voice and thank God to see you.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you,
and
thank
good
you.
night to the Grenadian people, home and abroad. Well, I feel happy to see you. Yes. But let me tell you
Your boy
something.
there, your boy there.
I hear it. I hear it now. Your voice. You have to drink a little honey. A little honey. Drink a little honey, Mr. Scott.
No, the reason my voice is like this, I've been doing a lot of talking.
All right. Well, you must drink a little honey,
A
a
lot.
little saffron with a pinch of salt. Anyhow, I thank God he's there. I didn't miss that program. Oh God, Lord. I didn't miss that program.
Yes, but we
Oh,
did. We did. We align them.
yes,
We
I
align
know
them
we
get way.
did.
We align them get
I
way.
want to say good night to Sister Jenny Simon.
Yes, man. Sister Jenny.
Yeah. Say good night
Simon
and
says.
take a bow. That lady, she program when I watched last week, where the Minister of Education talking. The lady shows the place in Grenada where he said they're doing work. They empty water. Nothing there. Big what I'm saying, Mr. Scott. Big people so come in and talk to the nation online. As if we're stupid. We're living in Grenada, my God. They're lying. Big people so nothing there. Jenny Shores and they can't pull me a living in Grenada. You talking about people balling? Let they ball. Let they ball. They vote for that balling, take it. The children in closure are sorry for them, they're innocent. But the parents know
But I see them having
what
to go through
Mr.
this
Alvin
mud.
Dabro did for them. And they still go on vote. Let them take what they get in a strike for the children, they're innocent. The school children innocent. And you're talking again about people coming down with the thing to say, they had to come back up with it. They shame to say they don't sell. It's hard. Yes, you have who have the money and they could buy, and you have who don't have. And a lot of, you don't lie, a lot of NDC people, they're talking. Because Mr. Scott, they're still in the way to the rebel. Mr. Dick Mitchell as Prime Minister have respect for you, sir, and the office you hold. But if I see you tomorrow morning, I'm telling you, you have to stop this line and let the people know what's going on. Grenadian is struggling, sir. Grenadian struggling. Some just shame. Grenadian struggling.
And still trying to
I
give
on
the
the ground, you
impression.
know. I on the ground. I on the ground. Thank God I had a bread for 3 and 2 pay. I could make $1. Well, the bread put down now. I don't know what's going on with me. I want to thank you, Mr. Scott, for coming on. Dr. Mitchell, good night. You is the man.
Yeah, Coco,
You is the
Camille.
man.
Camille,
Yes.
yeah, Coco there.
Anyhow, Sheldon,
Hey, have
I
you
want
got
to
Coco?
ask you, please, sir, to allow me. Anybody that has dry can, I need to get some dry can so I could grind to make me little corn flour. And I have asham, and I have cocoa, and I have some little children clothes. Or you come and get something. Come and support me because if I don't pay me rent, they go use that opportunity to put me out from the terminal. come and give me the little support. Yes, it's really hard, it's rough. A story for parents and children. That is all I could tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good night to everybody and keep the love.
Of course.
And then hold on. Get your children, you young children that have 18 years to register. And I can't vote for nobody else more than the NNP. I cannot be ungrateful to the NNP party. Because I know when I was in the ditch, they helped me. I have logo, I have fig, I have pineapple, I have a lemon tree,
Well, I get a
I
little
have
pineapple.
papaya. Thank God for the NNP. I cannot be ungrateful. God going to whip me. Good night to everybody. Come and support me. Anybody a dry can, I need some so I could get to grind. Have a blessed night, Grenada.
All right,
Patty and
Gabby.
Matthew, I don't forget y'all. Good night. Mr. Watts,
My
good night.
people, my people.
All the Grenadians in America and Canada, good night.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
bye
You have
bye.
a good one, Gabby.
Good night to everybody. Sheldon, I want you don't eat from nobody.
Me?
Don't eat. Do not eat from nobody.
Right now, I turn
Okay.
full Rasta man. I tell alone and I'm cooking at home.
Have a good night to everybody. Love y'all.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very
Yes.
much.
All right, darling. Bye bye.
Yes, indeed.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Yes,
Keep the
yes.
faith, Grenadians. Keep the faith. Pray and ask God. Put Grenada Carriacou and Petit Matnik in God's hand. Let we seek God's face. We shall find out here. Bye bye.
All right, Gabby.
Good night.
Yes, folks. The phone lines are open 1473-440-7377. Yeah, time watch. Listen, I could do it a by-election. If they don't want to go to the full election, we could take a by-election. Time for the MP in St. John to go. Yeah. Level of incompetence. And to go. Move there. Put up with this nonsense now. No, everything. Listen. Imagine you are a fisherman in St. John. You went and you take your local loan, you get your boat or that kind of thing, right? And you fighting up right now to try and pay for the boat, take care of your family and all your stuff, and then you hearing that the main means of you making money is about to go down. Because when you fish, yes, you might have something for the local market, but the majority of what these guys are going for is to sell on the international market, mainly the United States. And that, very soon, from what we're hearing, and there's only 2 countries in the Caribbean we hear that. Grenada and St. Lucia, that is the 2 countries we hear. We have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Hey, brother Sheldon, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm going okay, man.
Right,
Thank
man.
God for
Your
the
boy
spirit
there, man.
recovering
Your boy
from
there.
whatever you're going through, brother Sheldon.
Your boy there.
Brother Sheldon, Saturday night, NMP had a successful meeting in Leicester, where everybody took place.
Yeah, let's stay
The
in
wonderful meeting, I
Carriacou.
enjoyed it.
I'm waiting to hear from that girl in
And
Leicester. Hold on, I'm waiting to hear from that girl in Leicester. she knows herself. But go right ahead, my brother.
yeah, Sheldon, it was wonderful information to the peak that where the people that listen there at that meeting wanted to get information and go out and spread it to the entire Carriacou and Peter Martin. Let those who don't know what the people of Peter Martin going through under this wicked group of people in governance. The people of Carriacou, spread it in Carriacou. Let everyone know that this government is not a government that cares about the poor people of Carriacou and Peter Martin. I remember before the last election, the Prime Minister used to say Peter Martin, Carriacou, and Grenada. Although, like, he don't know Peter Martin, he don't know Carriacou again, because he told him about Carriacou and Peter Martin. Brother Sheldon, my heart goes out to the people of Closure, with the children that go to school, the parents that go to work. Brother Sheldon, it is not easy. And everyone in Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martin feeling the pressure under this administration. And calling upon The people of Greater Carriacou and Pitmatic, you deserve better. You deserve a leader that cares about you. You deserve a leader that will take care of your affairs and will take care of his affairs and the family affairs and the friend affairs. You deserve better. And before the last election, I could say NMP governed with distinction, with stewardship of the commission and with his cabinet. They did a wonderful job. But right now, this what we had as a government, Brother Sheldon, they're making the people going to carry on Peter Martin shame. Is a disgrace. And I want to you, the people going to carry on Peter Martin, whenever you go to the poll, don't vote because I'm a friend. If you know that I'm a friend, I is incapable of managing anything, don't vote for it. Vote for people that could take care, people who are that could solve problems, and not people that could create more problems for you, family, and your family. Brother Sheldon, have a blessed night.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Yes, indeed. And as he mentioned, Carriacou, I see manner disgusting and them putting up thing, and all government ministers are so interested in the size of a new national party crowd. Now remember, these are the same people who threatening people. You can't be a public servant or a police officer or even a nurse and go online and say anything positive towards the new national party. You getting called in. You are police officers who were called into headquarters simply because they was watching a post and they like it. And in instances, some of them didn't even like it willfully, they just accidentally, sometimes with Facebook and those things, you might accidentally click on something. You're looking at a video and you might click and you like it. And they were called in because of that. That's the sort of thing we have happening in our country. That's the sort of thing. So when people, police officers getting threatened, nurses getting threatened, public workers on a whole getting threatened, if they see you even near NNP meeting, you're in problem. If they find you coming to work wearing something green too regular, you're in problem. If they see you stand up talking to somebody like me, or they see you stand up talking to one of the MPs and so on, from the New National Party or a candidate of the New National Party, bet your bottom dollar. Remember, they stand up on stage and they say they need to know their people. So you have nothing to get. So they're trying to scare people away from coming to activities. They're trying to scare people away from speaking. You come out. They can't come on my page. I'm nice here, but I ain't nice on social media. I'm not a nice person there. Yeah? So they ain't coming under talking points because it has some people, I don't even have to tell them nothing. It has some people under talking points here dealing with them the moment they reach. So they can't come here with their stupidness. And some of them 3 friends they have because it's fake profile they're using. And they're 4 and 5 fake profiles talking to each other and cussing people. When I see them, so I just block them. I have time for them. I have time to waste. It makes sense explaining something to somebody who I know say, I just block them. But that is the behavior of these individuals. They come after you because you do not support them or there is a perception that you do not support them. You know how much people that were actually supporting them that they run? Imagine I stand up in town around a particular bank. A friend of mine, somebody that I've known for nearly 2 decades, I've known this individual. They come up to me and they speak to me. They work in a government ministry in a particular department. They come up and they speak to me and they say, well, hello, boy, how things going with you? I ain't see you for a good while. How things going with you and so on. And we had a brief conversation, not even as long as 10 minutes. Not even as long as that. Brief conversation we stand up and had. After working hours, by the time they go back to work, they take them out of every single chat group that they had in that particular department and ministry. They take them out, a worker in the ministry, simply because they were seen speaking to me. They take them out from every chat they had them in. So you see the vindictive. But if all you so believe that the New National Party dead, and all you so believe that the New National Party done, why all you had to lie so? Why all you had to threaten people? Why all you had to be running scared? As soon as somebody is seen, You see somebody speaking to Emlyn Pierre, we papa, they getting called in the office. You see somebody speaking, don't talk about for Sheldon Scott, that boy, oh gosh, hey. As far as they're concerned, I may be Lucifer. See that boy, that boy. Some of them just see the vein stand up in their neck, and you see vein popping in the head when they calling my name. Not like I care, huh? But just to see them. And I don't care about for me, you know. But it's how they want to treat people simply because you interact with people like myself. And it continues. So when you hear them coming and boast now and say, well, NNP didn't have a crowd and NNP didn't have nobody, and they're showing all kind, show this one too. When all they're showing and saying NNP didn't have no crowd, show this one too. Make sure they show this video too. So first of all, show the people and them that was here. Yeah, show the people and them that was stand up in the back there and the people there, because this was not NNP rally. This was a public meeting, right? Nice. And it was advertised as a public meeting. It has always been a public meeting. You could go back and look at the advertisements before. So when all you're talking, just make sure all let the people see that it wasn't no 4 people stand up there or 5 people stand up there, but all the people who did stand up here and behind there and so on, right? Yeah, just make sure. Wait, no. Make sure they see all the people that, yeah, let go for a bit here. Nice. All the people and them that in the back here with the police and this there, yeah. Make sure they see all them people too. Make sure they see all the people that stand up on the side there. All the people over on this end. Yeah, all the people in the back there. All those people all in the back there. Make sure when all your line proper. About it did not people at the meeting and NNP the vex and all kind of nonsense. Not just the people around the stage, the people who were there. I see some of them come in and lie. What are they come and lie for? Don't come and lie. Because as far as all you say, NNP supposed to be dead. So all you come in and lie for. But the good thing is that, folks, they're showing you who they are right now. So when you see the Anna Disgusting, or the Hannah Disgusting, or Manna Disgusting, however they name, when you see them, don't be sharing their stuff. Don't be sending information to them because you want to attack your neighbor. Because they're using that same one to box bread out of your mouth. You all have created the monster. You all have been feeding the monster. And now the monster show who it really is. They come out plain. And they tell you they're supporting the NDC and NNP this and NNP that. And some of you have no sense. Still taking stuff from the page and anyhow you share it to me, all you go see. Some of you still taking stuff from the page and share it. Some of you still helping to build these pages. These are the people that are trying their very best to keep the status quo as it is. They come and they hear a throne speech. Oh, the best throne speech ever. You say, okay, did you hear the throne speech in 2018, 2019, 2020, 21? No, I didn't listen then, but this is the best one. So how could you gauge this is the best one if you've never listened to any before? Well, this is the best budget ever and best. But have you ever listened to a budget before? Did you listen to a budget presentation? And were you able to compare a budget from one year to the other year to see what percentage of what was said in that budget was implemented? No, but there's the best budget ever. Well, hush, you don't know what you're talking about. Or you are just being purposely untruthful. And there are many of them like that. Just being purposely untruthful in relation to what they're saying. And when you challenge them on it, you're the worst person, you need to shut up. You're the worst person, you can't say anything. But we must speak. And we must speak forcefully. Let me use an example here. There was a budget presentation a few years ago. This was the first budget presentation by the NDC administration. I want all you to tell me whatever happened with this particular project. Mr. Alvin Dabrio, we got to talk sometime soon. I want you to tell me whatever happened with this particular project, because I know it was spoken about in an NNP budget. Then after NNP lost the election, And then NDC come and they talk about it. So let's see, whatever happened to this particular
is in this budget cycle include: one, the Stony Gut Climate Resilient Housing Development Pilot Project, which aims to construct modern, high-quality, climate-resilient Grenadian-style homes in Stony Gut in the parish of St. John. Construction is expected to start in 2023, Mr. Speaker.
In 2023, you mean 2023 or something? Because it certainly ain't started. Yeah, that is the Stony Gut project he's speaking about there.
Climate resilient Grenadian style home.
Let's take the call. Hello, good night.
Good.
Hi, good night.
Back.
That girl.
Yes, I want to address the 25.
You could have dress it, you could have pants it, you could have suit it, you could have shirt it. Just don't assault it.
Papa, watch me. I never, well, I know that we kid, you know, and I know how they could lie because the MP lied on me and two of my fellow colleagues.
Who, Mr. Pinky?
Saying we cuss him.
Mr. Pinky?
And we never. And we never cuss him. But when I see these people and them posting and say 25 people that was in this meeting, I say yes. They have their masters, you know, and then have the bachelors, you know, they had a doctorate in lies. These people and them, only God and time for them. You see the house and them in Dumfries, where's the horse and the goat stable?
Mm-hmm.
And you have people that live in under tarpaulin and in tent still, and they're boasting they're doing so much in Carriacou. To the people in the diaspora and the people out there that believe in everything that they say they do yourselves a favor. Take a trip to Carriacou for one single day with the Osprey. Come on the ground and talk to people on the ground, and you will see and know for yourself what the people of Carriacou and Pitimadnik are currently going through. But you know something? What is good? That we are a people that prays and believes in God. And with God and time, anything is possible. What I want to do at this point is urge people in Carriacou and Pitimadnik especially, go out and register if you're not registered. Go out and register, people, please. We have to get these people and them out. They got to go. I rest my case. Have a good night.
Well, after they fire you wrongly, they still have to end up coming back and pay you, you know. So
Yes, and listen to this now. As I said that, one of the surrogate meet me to ask me, and to hear you get $40,000 from the government. I said, are you talking to me? So yes. I said, let me tell you something. That is my money. That is not their money. That is mine. That I rightfully work for already and I get it. I said, so let me tell you something. The next time you see me, have nothing to say to me.
So they didn't try to bomb you at 5?
Who, me? They don't know. Let me tell you something. I am not ashamed to be a supporter of the new National Party. This is my basic fundamental right as a citizen of this country. And I will exercise it when the time is right.
So, but they say it's only 25 people was in Leicester, girl from Leicester. They say only 25 people was there.
Sheldon, you know better than that. Listen to me. The picture that whoever take for them, that was a picture when people now start gathering.
Desperation.
Yeah.
Desperation. You expect that sort of thing because they realize what is taking place in Carriacou and Pitimadnik. They are very well aware of the fact that when election come, the seat of Carriacou and Pitimadnik will be having a new member of parliament and not a returned one. The same way he went up, he reached all the way in Jamaica and go and expatiate himself like an idiot. The same way he gained it in Carriacou. I hope Jamaican 1, 2, 3, and 10 could come, they can't save him. It's going.
Watch me. And Andy Williams, a big man. A real dotish and don't excuse me language.
I wouldn't say
A big man as you
I would,
putting up about DJ and whatever. But this man and them, they big
you
for that.
remember this is the same individual that said it take 5 planes to reach to Jamaica. Let me tell you
Why
something.
you don't tell people about the money you get from GDB?
Well, let me explain something. No, not only that money. Remember, he still owes the state of Grenada over $3 million in taxes that he has not paid up to this point in time and counting. So when they like to talk about other people, let's talk about within their own cabinet. The $3 million that he owes in taxes that he has not paid. It's not my name was up in the courthouse that they can't accept no check from me, It was Andy Williams. His name was up in the courthouse that you can't accept check from him.
Mr. Bounce.
Right, yeah. So they can't tell me nothing. But anyhow, he said...
Good night, Sheldon.
All right, but yeah.
Miss Cammy, good night.
This guy says he took 5 planes to reach where you reach in... Let me tell you something, Eli. Maybe you go to Nicaragua or something to get to Jamaica. Because all you do, you take a plane from here to Trinidad, and from Trinidad you take a plane to Jamaica. Yeah? Or you take a plane from here to Miami, and from Miami you go over to Jamaica. And even if you're in Jamaica, then you could take a plane in Jamaica from one side of Jamaica to the other. That's still not 5 planes. But lie, they like to lie. We have a call on that. Yes, sir. Go right ahead, brother. You're live.
I don't know if it's my line or your line, but you're coming in, out, in, out, in, out.
Nah, you're the only one I hear complaining with that one. And I've been keeping an eye on the chats, and no, nobody is telling me that. So it might be on your end.
Oh, maybe on my end.
Yeah, it may be on your end.
Okay, then, all right, then.
Yeah, all right, my brother. But you're good otherwise.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
All right, my brother. You have a good one. Yeah, man. Let me also say a good Kimitoy. I ain't find out here Kimita. Tito. Where are you? Let me say good night to my good friends Kimita and Tito. Yeah? Yeah, just making sure everything is all well and okay with you all. All right? Nice. Yeah, and oh boy, I had to send condolences to a family. There's just the proper name. I saw a custom meeting and calling her moms. Oh boy, yeah. You know, sometimes you're accustomed calling people by a name, and yeah. But anyway, let me send condolences to the Clark family out there in Telescope. Yeah, let me just send out condolences to you all. No, mommy, yeah, that was a lady ever since. Can't pass in Grenville, and I do look out for her. You understand? Always was a good friend of mine. I'm a loving lady, and she has gone to the great beyond, and to her children, her grandchildren, her extended family. We send our condolences to the family of Mrs. Clark, who has passed to the great beyond out there in Telescope. All right, yes, folks, the phone number 1473-440-7377. I want somebody to explain to me how you're taking 5 planes to reach any part of Jamaica. My goodness, And you go up in the place and telling the people your prime minister sent you. No, you go on your own, no. Your prime minister sent you to get rid of the sitting prime minister. I want to see how you greeting him in the next Carriacou meeting. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Good.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too good as you, bro. I'm holding on.
I'm not too sure what's going on with my calls now. I hear Cammy good. I hear the other person good, but for you,
I hear kind of frying, this fish or jacks you have in there.
Okay, I think I know what to do, and let me see if this fixes it. Go right ahead, though. Yeah.
Yes, my brother. Good night. How you doing?
I'm good.
Right. I want to address that problem with the 25 people, let's say, that we have in Carriacou. All of my work today, they tell me 25 people.
But
I hope they come the donkey and not come and farm under the house too, because the donkey have to include. Donkey are not supposed to know. Donkey come and support NLP.
No, I would. If they so believe that is the case, call an election because you have an NP where you want them.
That's correct.
If that is the case, and they are so sure, and they have nothing to lose, then all they need to do is call an election. We go see what happens.
Call it and let us done with that because NMP dead, NMP don't good, NMP. They always tell me NMP done. You know NMP done. You know they done. You know they no good. They never do nothing for all the years they're in office. Well, call the election. Prove your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Prove yourself and say, well, okay, boy, let us call the election. Let us do NMP here. Because the NMP done it. But I tell them NMP come out in the grave. Right now, we resurrect. We the living dead. We resurrect. We're ready for them. It's time for them to go, Sheldon, as you rightfully say. It's time for them to go.
Well, no.
They don't like from Carriacou. The sister don't like. It's time for them to go. They do nothing. All they do is just flying and just pulling their pocket.
They could ring the bell and find out how you got to vote for
Carriacou could make a statement and say, whether I lose or win, you better off. You better off. They don't care. And when I look at the houses and the building Carriacou, my God, only a phone do you have. With them windows.
Well, I got some information.
And then about that condo, what?
I got some information.
Condos, whatever call them.
Caller.
These people get $180 million, and that's what they treat in the people of Carriacou.
Well, I got some information a while ago that the fish market is leaking.
We time for Deacon, Andy, and all of them. And so the line. I watched one again with Jenny. With the news, he said the minister, I think president of the teachers, he said they build school. They built thing up the road. And Jenny showed the thing, Papa. When the fence on there, that they had goat inside it. When I see the fence on. I just go there, there was mine in it. I called they were looking to it.
But we all know when it comes to the president of the Teachers Association, we know what's taking place there.
It's time for them to leave. So, my brother,
yes, sir.
Stay strong, and I'm praying for you. God will give you long life and strength. I mean, as human beings, sickness will come because we are going through it, but God is going to work it out. And I wish you all the best, long life and strength. Continue to do what you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job. And that's what they're jealous about, because they can't do the job as you. You're putting everything in perspective, everything in the right place.
And they can't do that. Drinking by nobody.
To back up people. But you know, like about the NMP? The NMP is a party of love, and if we don't come to back up people, we want to win the election. We don't want to say, oh God, she don't this and she that and she that. We work with positivity. We work with the truth. As Andrew said, the truth is hot. And a lot of them being hot right now. A lot of them feeling it. Sheldon, I'd like to tell you, it's tough, it's difficult. A lot of people facing problems right now. Some people can't send their children to school. My God, this end is still of a heart. And they call that a heart. I think there's a thumb. There's a thumb and it's a head. That could never be a heart. Sheldon, boy, have a good night.
Thank you so very much, my brother.
Yeah, man, have a good night. Blessed.
And folks, let me ask here, there are two mothers who are presently unemployed and they have children that they need to send to school. One, their child is differently abled. The other one, they have a young child. And I will not be asking for assistance for these people if it was situations where I know them to be lazy people, just sit down home and not looking for work. These are people that I know that have actively been out there seeking employment. I know because I've seen their CVs. They are actively out there trying to get a job. And it's absolutely difficult for them. And they have children sending to school. Each one, in the case of the two I'm speaking about, it's just single mothers with one child. And they are having a hard time. So anybody that would like to help, I can put you in touch with them. Get in contact with me. I can put you in touch with them. So you can help at least to get a child to go to school for the month. Yeah. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Scott.
Hi, how you doing?
Welcome back, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah. You had my nightlife boring.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Anyhow, I can make it short and sweet tonight. I get an echo. The communication is not great at all tonight. Anyhow, I guess you could hear me okay.
You're getting the echo on the phone.
Your suggestion about the traveling to taking 5 planes, I think, the deputy is trying to keep up with the prime. So if you have take one plane to get to Jamaica, I take five. So it's 5 times I jump on 5 different planes. Have a good night, Mr. Scott.
Thank you very much, my brother. I've personally, I've been to Jamaica roughly about 8 times. Yeah, I've been to Jamaica roughly about 8 times. And the most I could ever say that most planes that I ever took to get to Jamaica is 3. Yeah. Grenada to Miami, Miami to Jamaica, and when I got to Jamaica, I was going from Kingston to Montego Bay, so I took a flight there. That was the 3rd flight. I know who had to take 5. I don't know what route. Them probably went to London, and from London take a plane from London over to New York, and from New York to Miami, and all kind of thing, because that had to be a lie. Anyway, we have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello, this is the geezer from the UK.
Hey, how you doing, geezer?
A geezer. A geezer. I want to ask you a question.
No problem.
In two situations. The young lad who actually got murdered on the beach, and the other guy, the student. Could you please tell me what's going on with those, please?
The last I knew of the case of, I think you're referring to the case of John T. Robinson, who was found dead on the beach. The last I know of that is that the case was before the courts. I have not heard a follow-up report. I have not heard any follow-up information in relation to that case. The last I knew, it was before the courts. I've heard some rumors in relation to certain aspects of it, but I won't go on air with those rumors that I've heard. I want to confirm what I've heard first before I come with it. But last I knew, it was before the courts.
Okay, so what about the young student?
Young student, remind me of that one.
Yeah, the senator or whatever.
Or in the case of former Senator Neelan Franklin.
Yes.
As far as I know, samples have been taken for testing. I know what has been said on a preliminary level. The police could say what they have to say. They could say, well, okay, we have nothing with that because it's still testing. But I have heard from reliable sources what was said at the end of the set of testing that was done. And all I'll say is that it's in the hands of the people who are doing the testing in Trinidad right now.
Okay, so when you get all the information, could you let us all know?
Yes, indeed, because I think sometimes things like this tend to just go quiet and then people don't hear anything again.
Yeah.
Yeah, until years from now you may hear that this person was let off or on a technicality, or you hear different things like that years afterwards. So you're right. When we hear about these things, we need to provide information. But one of the problems is, my friend, that we do not have a media that does investigative journalism in Grenada, with the exception of an individual by the name of Linda Straker.
Yeah.
That's the only journalist that does investigative journalism in the state of Grenada at this point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, she goes and she follows up on these stories and she would investigate. So when you see her saying something, she has documentation to back up whatever it is she's saying, or she's investigated, or she's found a source that would provide her with the information. But when you look at what's happening, you basically seeing a situation now, and folks listening here in Grenada could bear me out on that. When she issues a release, she puts up something on her first Facebook page or Now Grenada, you end up seeing that appearing as the news on the other news outlets. I mean, MTV News, I'll give them some props. They are trying. There are 1 or 2 reporters in GBN that I believe have the capability, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it is fright. I don't know if they're being forced into the position that they are forced into. You don't have that level of thing. Imagine, you have so many of these things have been taking place, And you have newspapers that claim to be some of the top newspapers in Grenada, and there's not a word about it. You yeah, the situation with the fish. There's
Yeah.
nothing in the newspaper, certain newspapers about that. If it's a talk about Dr. Mitchell, if it's a talk about him and other people and their personal business, or to come and put something about their private business out there, those they're like there's the scandal sheets in the UK, those tabloids, those scandal sheets. They're pretty much starting to operate like them, but parading as though they're proper news outlets.
Right. Well, when you do, find out, just, I'd like to know what's going on, because at the end of the day, this is not, been a while now, so we've heard anything about this young man.
Yes, you're correct,
on the beach and stuff. So I'd like to know what's going on.
Yeah, because it did, to a level, it went kind of regional and international. And I think it's important that folks know what is taking place right now with that one indeed. So I will promise, as soon as I have factual information in relation to both cases, that I would pass that information on via this medium.
Lovely, jubbly. Well, you have a nice evening, geezer, and we'll speak another time.
Thank you very much, my geezer. All right, brother.
All right. Look after yourself.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Yes, indeed. And let me say again, I always have a special place in my heart for listeners who are listening across the pond, as they say, over in the UK and France and so on. Because imagine the hour that they have to stay up to listen to this program. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
I apologize for calling back, but Sheldon.
Yes, ma'am.
A lady from Carriacou. Deliver $20 to put in the bottle.
Okay.
Yes. I just wanted to know that. And there's a young man from St. David that passed by me today. I want to say good night to him.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll tell you what to do.
She said you know who it is. Bye-bye.
All right, my dear. And let me also say a special good night, as she mentioned Carriacou. Let me say a special good night to my cousins out there in Carriacou. Yes, I have some cousins in Carriacou. They wasn't hearing the cousin. They get worried. Yes, oh God. All you know, all your cousin love all you. Oh God. Hello, good night. Hello. Caller, you're live.
Hello.
Yes.
Well, you're breaking up.
I'm hearing you clearly, though. You go right ahead. We're hearing you clearly.
All right, good. No, yeah, I'm hearing it better now. Anyway, this is the Nutmeg State reaching out after a long time.
Yes, sir.
All right, two things. I want you to. I've seen you have different caretakers from different parishes. When and who is the caretaker for St. Patrick East? You haven't done this. I haven't seen anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And did we drop the ball about that lady in Carriacou, that voter registration lady?
No.
We have to keep the fire under her feet.
We ain't dropped that.
I'm gonna hang up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna listen to your response.
Thank you so very much, my brother. And one of the things I like about that particular caller, Nutmeg State, is he always calls and he doesn't let us forget a particular issue. He brings it back up. Yeah? Because remember, with all they're talking about 25 people and thing day, we still not letting them Amanda Jack the process in Carriacou. Yes, Amanda Jack. We're not allowing them to Amanda Jack the registration process in Carriacou. No way. Maybe it's time to move to protest or move to court. Any party will decide which direction they're heading in relation to it. But I can say we're not allowing them to Amanda Jack the process in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Yeah? That ain't happening. Right? 14734407377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. But you must call us on the WhatsApp. And a good friend of mine just messaged me, and what they're saying here is correct. And I'll read what they said. There is no reason to put out a release about the change in fuel charge. This happens every 18th of each month. So, you and I know that on the 18th of the month there is a release that comes out from the Ministry of Finance where they give you the new fuel cost. So you know that, okay, the price of gasoline for your vehicle is going to be this. The price of diesel is going to be that. The price of kerosene is going to be whatever. The 18th of each month, or the closest time to, because sometimes the 18th might fall on a Sunday or a Saturday, so they might put it out the 16th on the Friday or whatever. But you always get that information. Now, what this listener is saying, there's no reason for Grenlec to put out a release in relation to the fuel charge, because we always get that. The fuel goes up, it goes down. Every month you get that coming out. The only reason for the release by Grenlec is to give the public the impression that the increase in the rate is due to the increase in fuel charge, which is not the case. Let me repeat, which is not the case. The real reason for the increase that you're going to be facing is the removal of the 25% non-fuel charge. Yeah? That is the real reason. Remember, NNP had removed that. They put it back. And that is the reason now you're going to be having the increase in relation to your electricity bill. Yeah? 1473-440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. I wonder if I could find, let me see if I could find a video there. Yeah, I might be able to find. Right, nice. Let me see if I could play this video there, man. Yeah, let me see if I could move that. Yeah, this video should be able to tell exactly what took place here. Nice. So yeah, because they want you to believe certain things that are definitely not true. Yeah, and remember, Massa Bull, Massa Cow. Who owns, because it costs us weight, who owns Grenlec right now? You and me. We own Grenlec right now. Not no company out of Miami. Me and you own it. Yeah? And therefore, we have the majority shares in it. So when they come to... Anyway, listen to this. Listen to this.
So government, as the majority shareholder, has decided in order to give relief to customers to reduce the non-fuel charge by 25%.
Government is not the only shareholder of Grenada. There are other small shareholders, and I don't know that a small shareholder of a company will agree to the majority shareholder running the company in such a way that the company makes a loss, and the small shareholder is deprived.
Yeah, he ain't care about you. He care about the small shareholders because he probably has shares in Grenlec too. I wonder if the Prime Minister has shares in Grenlec and if there's any benefit to him or any member of his cabinet by the increase in the prices and so. So let's listen to my good friend Oliver Joseph here again. He's announcing the reduction because government is the majority shareholder.
The government, as the majority shareholder, has decided in order to give relief to customers to reduce the non-fuel charge by 25%.
Government is not the only shareholder of Grenada. There are other small shareholders, and I don't know that a small shareholder of a company will agree to the majority shareholder running the company in such a way that the company makes a loss, and the small shareholder is deprived of the benefit of owning a profit on his investment.
The Grenada Electricity Services Limited, Grenlec, is discontinuing a temporary decrease in the non-fuel rate of electricity. The company says this took effect on September 9th. The 25% decrease per kilowatt in the non-fuel charge across all customer categories was implemented in January 2022 to provide some relief to electricity customers in the face of rising food prices.
And just in case, once again, for those at the back of the class, let me play it again for them. Yeah? Let me play it once again for them. So the new National Party government here reduced by 25% the non-fuel cost. Yeah? Let me hear it.
So government as the majority shareholder.
Again, government in continuum. So the NNP government was the majority shareholder. So is the NDC, unless they sell the shares behind we back, because we know there's some kind of people there. But yeah, so as far as we know, government is still the major shareholder. So in the same way that the NNP in 2022 could have made that gesture of reducing on one aspect of your bill so that you would be paying less when your electricity bill come, nothing is stopping this government from doing the same thing. They just wicked.
Has decided, in order to give relief to customers, to reduce the non-fuel charge by 25%.
Government is not the only shareholder of Grenada. There are other small shareholders, and I don't know that a small shareholder of a company will agree to the majority shareholder running the company in such a way that the company makes a loss, and the small shareholder is deprived of the benefit of owning a profit on his investment.
The Grenada Electricity Services Limited Grenlac is discontinuing a temporary decrease in the non-fuel rate of electricity.
There is nothing that says, you see they put the word temporary there because they want you to feel that, okay, we're stopping it. No, you're in power. Nothing is stopping you from doing the same thing that the new National Party administration do. Let's take this call. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Yeah, Brother Sheldon, good evening, sir.
Hey, Pastor, how are you doing?
Oh, doing good, man. I'm all right.
All right.
Glad I'm happy that you're back out, you know?
Yes.
Yes. Right, you know, I find it really hard and strange, Brother Sheldon, that there are some people among our nationals who are very much learned, you know? They're intelligent kids. And to hear some of the statements of these persons, it leaves a big question in my mind. What is it that they're really trying to get at?
Pastor, for some reason, I'm not hearing you clearly, and I don't know if it is on my end, but I'll have to double check something. I think I'll have to double check something with this system when I'm done tonight, because I realize many of the calls I'm having that problem. So I don't think it's you. I think it's my system. But go ahead.
Yes, because I'm hearing a reverb, you know?
Yeah, you're about the third person that's saying that. Yeah, so there's a problem on my end. Yeah, but you go ahead.
Right. So during the crisis, during the period when, if we could remember, when
Pastor, can you hold 1 second, please?
Problem in Grenada.
Can you hold 1 second? I think I know what the problem is here. So if you can hold 1 second for me. Yeah, let me just see if this solves the problem. Hello? Hello? Okay, 1 second. I think this should solve the problem. Hello? Hello? Pastor? Oh, I see what the problem is on my end here. Nice. Yeah, hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you much better.
Yeah, you go right ahead. Yeah.
Right. So it leaves a question in my mind. Why is it that people not trying to be or not being honest, you know, and stop the politicking of hate and strife and, you know, what else is with it? Now, the fact of the matter is, brother, is that when the government of the new National Party recognized the hardship that the people had undergone during the NDC reign from 2008 come up to 2013, it was the cabinet of Grenada under the new National Party that sat down together, right, and put all the resources together and try to alleviate some of the pressing needs of the people. And energy was one of them, electricity and cooking gas and all of that. And they had decided to cap the gas, right, and to have the people of Grenada kind of live a little more balanced and comfortable, you know, because it was hard. It was really hard on the NDC 2008 coming up there, right? So it was the new National Party who went ahead and lobby with the Venezuelan authority, and we need to give credence to that. I'm not hearing not the opposition, but the government talking about the oil and gas that we are drawing from the Petrocarib. I'm not hearing that. They meet things well organized, well on the way to prosperity and to a more easier life. But they turn right back and just it's like they open up a tap of pressure on the Grenadian people. These persons who think that they are smart and intelligent, give it a while. They're forgetting that it's the new National Party government who revolutionized the electricity and telecom area of our country. And the freedom of the press, and that's why they could bomb the government and talk so much now. I want Grenadians to remember that there are lots of things that this government promised, and much of it hasn't been come through. Right? And if anything that they promise come through, it's a sham. It's a sham, and it's not lasting. It's not going to be effective for the life of the regular person in Grenada, because the persons that are experiencing growth and financial growth are the persons who are nipping the bud. The people who are drawing from the government resources and leaving the people who are poor and vulnerable to struggle. You see? So I want Grenadians to remember that election is coming up, and we're going to talk with our fingers. Right, there is a big meeting at the Westall Secondary School this Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I have pre-meeting, so I'm not sure I'm going to make it, but I want to invite and encourage persons to go out and listen to the issues, listen to the speakers as they speak to this constituency and Grenada on a whole. We are doing a mobilization. It's sounding good. It's feeling good. People are promising to come out, and we know we're going to have a massive crowd there. Come out so then we can make them shake in the boots. Yes? Mm-hmm. To make them shake. God bless you, brother. Have a good night.
All right, my brother. Thank you so very much.
Good night, brother.
All
yes,
right,
sir.
Pastor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, folks. 1-473-440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. So one more time, not playing it one more time here. You have to play them thing. Yeah, so they can't say, no come and try and say no AI and all kind of thing, no. Because this thing is documented in the Parliament of Grenada. Yeah? It's documented. Nice.
The company says this took effect on September 9th. The 25% decrease per kilowatt in the non-fuel charge across all.
Yeah, let's go back from the start again. One more time, yeah.
So government, as the majority shareholder, has decided in order to give relief to customers to reduce the non-fuel charge by 25%.
Government is not the only shareholder of Grenada. There are other small shareholders, and I don't know that a small shareholder of a company will agree to the majority shareholder running the company in such a way that the company makes a loss, and the small shareholder is deprived of the benefit of earning a profit on his investment.
The Grenada Electricity Services Limited Grenlec is discontinuing a temporary decrease in the
So who more important, the small shareholders or the economy of Grenada? I understand which one is more important at this stage. You understand? Anyhow, 1-473-440-7377. That's the number for you to get onto the inside of tonight's program. I know someone was trying to reach me a while ago. Call back. I'm not too sure what happened with your call. I saw the call coming through. I was about to answer, and then I saw call failed. So give me a call back if it's anything. All right. Yes, indeed, folks. Yeah, and as the last caller did mention, there is going to be a massive meeting from what I hear. Real people want to go out to that one, boy. Yeah, I'm trying to just get the little thing with it here. Yeah, man. Yeah, real people want to come out to that particular meeting. All right, that's going to be in St. David. In St. David, and that is taking place this Wednesday. And of course, we will be broadcasting it here on Talking Points. Starting from 6:30 roughly. Yeah, we're starting at 6:30, and it would be broadcast here on Talking Points. All right, so that's the new National Party public meeting taking place at the Wester Hall Secondary School. We have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello, good night. A blessed night.
Blessed night to you as well, caller. Go right
Hello.
ahead. Yes, we're hearing you. Go right ahead.
Yes. Okay, I want to say, right, I am calling from St. Kitts. I love this show. This is the first time I called. I don't really call into anybody's show, but but now I just tune in.
Yes, brother.
So I want, yes. Okay, okay. I want to pick up Dr. Keith Mitchell. I like him when listening to Town Hall and so Town Hall beating and I like those stuff. I like those stuff.
Yeah. All right, caller. And how is St. Kitts going?
St. Kitts is going very well.
All right, lovely.
St. Kitts is going very well.
And we hope to see
So I
you in
want
the
to
Isle
pick
of
up
Spice soon, eh?
Dr. Mitchell, I want to say good night to you. You like to keep up when you got total beat and we laugh and talk, I like your stuff. So I want to say Navy Street is in the house in St. Kitts. So big up all the Grenadians. I have some Grenadian neighbors. Very calm, quiet. Don't trouble them. Joliet, good night. Joliet Powell. Yes. Okay. All right. A blessed night.
All right, thank you so very much,
Yes,
caller.
yes,
You have
yes.
a good one, man. St. Kitts in the house, folks. Well, see, I didn't call the whole Caribbean tonight, and yeah. We had to call the Caribbean. We get Barbados, we get St. Kitts. Everybody calling in. All right? Yes, indeed, folks. And caller, don't be a stranger. Feel free to call any point in time. Give us a call. Nice. 1-473-440-7377. That's the WhatsApp number. Folks, you can give us a call. Yeah, so all roads lead to the Wester Hall Secondary School this Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. Nolene Thompson, good night to you, my dear, and your home circle. Hope all of you are having a wonderful night tonight. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah, see, they're trying to pressure your family. Now tell them, back off. Back off. Who got a hand wrong? You can't do nothing to them. Yeah? I'm living proof of that. If you only know what went on today. That last 2 weeks. Oh boy. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, that's over for now. 1-473-440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside. Good night to you, Helen Marie. Hope that you have been having a wonderful night. And let me follow on the heels of the last call and say a special good night to Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. Dice man. Who don't like it, bite it. Dice man. Yeah. Greedy man. Every week, you have a situation where there's a government minister that owes close to $3 million, if not over that by now, in taxes. You ain't seeing you today talking about that. You ain't hearing manner disgusting and them writing and putting up nothing about that. They ain't talking about that at all. They ain't talking about that government minister who owe nearly $3 million in back taxes. They ain't talking about that. But you're going to talk about Dr. Mitchell. Yeah? All you have to talk about, you have the situation with the increase in electricity prices. Had it been under the new National Party, you would have seen all kind of special correspondent and all kind of article being written. You would have seen all kind of thing being written, attacking the new National Party and calling them wicked. Because you see the price increasing on electricity and so on. And you already know some businesses catching the tail. The businesses, you go up to Grenville and there are businesses that just open out of shame, Let me repeat. There are businesses in Grenville and in Gove that open out of shame. Because the shame, that's the only reason they open. But sometimes they open the door and they ain't even make $100 good for the day. And by the time you calculate, if they have staff, the staff that they have, the electricity that they use, And even the lunch that they might go and get, they ain't making that back for the day. But they continue to open the business just out of shame. Just for something to do for the day. You must speak to some of the landlords who own businesses within the town of Grenville. And you go realize what's happening with a lot of the people that are going out and they're smiling and they're moving as normal. And you think everything all well and okay with them. We papa, when you hear how much they owe back in rent. When you realize that Grenlec could come and cut them off any minute and they have to borrow money from a partner to come and pay Grenlec to keep their business running, to try and make the money now to pay back the partner. That's the kind of thing that's going on. But you don't hear about that because these people only interested in going and talk about Dr. Mitchell and his personal affairs. That's what they want to go and talk about. They ain't going and talk about what the fishermen in St. John and what those in Petit Martinique and so on are facing right now. They ain't talking about the stupid stance that this administration took in relation to the U.S. government and what they're doing and what it has caused. That now you have students from the SGU medical program going to get their visas to go and do their internship and being refused visas. You think that happening just so? From SGU, you know, Mr. America himself. You have students from the SGU going to get their visa. And usually there is a fait accompli. You go and you get your visa. You as your student go in and do your residency. Man, you get your visa easy? Not now. You have a bunch of them go and they get refused. You think that happening just so? You have other people leaving Grenada fully qualified. They check all the boxes of what usually if you go for a visa, you have money, you have a business, you have ties to Grenada that you will return, or you check all the boxes and they go in and being turned back. Go back in your country and deal with all the situation there. That is what the American technically telling you, you know. That is what they're technically telling you. Go back in your country and do what you're supposed to do. So you have these situations that are taking place. And I've made a mess of my hands with a pen here. The pen exploded in my hand now. Lord. My goodness. Yeah, just so the pen just exploded in my hand, you know. Yes, folks. That is the situation that you're facing right now. It's making it more difficult for Grenadians who are going to and seeking to get their visas are having problems now. And it's due to the idiotic statements that were made by the incompetent group in office. If all you don't want to run the country again, call an election. If all you're so sure NNP weak in Carriacou, call an election. All you're so sure, all you're beating NNP, and what they're singing now, they go win 15 out of 15. All you feel is so. All you really feel is so. If all you really feel is so, call the election. While you're waiting until it end up at 8-7 and that kind of thing. No, call it when all you believe all you within the 15. And all you say all you within 15, call it. But while they're getting on with the braggadocio and the nonsense and all this nonsense they're getting on with, while they're getting on with that, members of the New National Party, supporters of the New National Party, and let me tell you something. If you are a supporter of the New National Party, aim to become a member of the New National Party. Don't just be a supporter of the New National Party in name only. Go and join the New National Party. Become a card-bearing member of the New National Party. I am a card. Become a card-carrying member of the New National Party. And at the same token, make sure that whenever the bell ring, that your lunch ready already, you don't have to run home by mommy to go and collect it. You have it with you. In other words, make sure that your name is on the registration list. Make sure that you are assisting in canvassing. There are some people that message me all the time, and they are involved in making sure that they canvass that list, that they go over that voters list, that they look for the anomalies on that voters list, the people that shouldn't be there, the people that died 2 and 3 and 4 years ago and still popping up on the list. The people whose name were taken off and appear again on the list. And the strange people that no matter how much you look in the community that they say they're living in, you can't find them. Remember, there's a constituency in Grenada that was won, well, according to them it was won, by 11 votes. Yeah, we're talking about St. John. So all they had to do is take some votes from up St. Mark where they know they will never win, and take some votes from down in St. George Northwest where they know they will never win, and try to pump it in St. John to try and win. That is voter padding. So you have to be on the lookout for those kind of things in every constituency, because it could make the difference between winning or losing. There is work to be done. Let me repeat again. There is work to be done. We cannot take it for granted that because the government is unpopular, it means that they're going to lose the next election. No. We have to work to ensure not only that we defeat them, but that we make a statement to the individuals who feel that them is ground God right now. The individuals that does take 5 planes to reach all kind of place, who feel that they can't get beat, but the amount of licks they will get down in South St. George. Wait, time coming. Those individuals who feel there is ground God, you have to ground them and make them ball, oh God. Yeah, they ain't gonna ground God. Ground them and make them ball, oh God. There is work to be done. Check your voters list. Make sure that you're canvassing the voters list. Make sure your name is there. Make sure the other supporters of the party, that their names are there as well. And if you would like to help, get in contact with the different members of the party, the constituency leads. Someone was asking about St. Patrick East a while ago. I know that there is a lead there. That's Mr. Bertrand John, BJ. He has been leading the work in St. Patrick East thus far. So you could get in contact with him if you're in St. Patrick East and you want to assist. You can get in contact with Mr. Jelani Glean in St. Patrick West. Yeah. You have Dr. Modest in St. Mark. You have Mr. Alvin Dabrio in St. John. You have Dr. Mitchell in St. George Northwest. Yeah, I'm not too sure who it is exactly for the town of St. George. At this point in time, you have Mr. Diali down there in South St. George. You have Mr. Bowen out there in St. George Southeast. You have Miss Nolene Thompson out there in St. David. You have Mr. Nimrod Olivier. Nimrod! Out there in St. George Northeast. Yeah? And when it comes to St. Andrew in St. Andrew Southwest, you have Manda. Yes, Miss Amanda Japal George. Mrs. Amanda Japal George. You have Honorable Emlyn Pierre in St. Andrew Southeast. In St. Andrew Northeast. You have the powerhouse, Sister Kate. And let me say a special good night to Sister Kate's mommy. Yeah? I hope everything is going okay with you moms. Alright? Nice. And I have to say a happy birthday to a gentleman. Nearly forget and nearly run out of time. Let me say a very special happy birthday to Mr. Stephen Celestine. Yeah. He is celebrating 98 years of age today. Mr. Stephen Celestine, a very special and blessed happy birthday to you. I hope you have had a beautiful day today, and we hope that you live to see many more. Yeah? We aiming for the triple, eh? We aiming for the triple. All right, Mr. Stephen? Nice. We aiming for the triple. Yes, indeed, folks. So, folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. Yeah, I've been talking a lot today. Oh, God. Believe me, I've been talking a lot today, so the voice. Yeah? I've been talking a lot today. So do enjoy the rest of your night tonight. It's been wonderful being back here with you. We will be back on tomorrow night. I do have a guest that is scheduled to be on with me. Mr. Christopher D. Ali Jr. will be on with us tomorrow night on Talking Points, Talking Tuesdays, speaking about various issues. It's going to be a wonderful one. Remember that meeting taking place on Wednesday. All NNPite in St. David. And some of you from St. George Southeast, St. Andrew Southeast, St. Andrew Southwest, wherever, we're going in their front yard, in St. David, in Wester Hall. All right, at the Wester Hall Secondary School, 6:30. this Wednesday. All right, so we're looking forward to that one. Folks, that's all the time I have for tonight. And whatever you say and do it safe and secure. One of you speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm out. Love each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing you all and interacting with you all tomorrow night. I am out.
Come on, man, wave your hand. Pick up Jesus and wave your hand. Too many minds behind me. Talk to me tonight. Too many trials are true. I said too many tales help me to remember. Come on, man, wave your hand, wave your hand. There is too much to gain. I want to sing it again. To Lord, too many minds behind me. No matter what you go through, too many trials are true. I said too many tears help me to remember. But there is too much to give to Lord. Do so, do so, do so, do so, do so. Set up cross the hard burning desert. Sometimes I struggle the right road to true. Oh, you do, but somewhere over there, there is cool, clear water, and defeat is one word. I don't you. Emancipation Park. Oh, you do. I said to many sons, a life beyond the mountain. I said to many rivers, my feet I walk through. I said to we have done. I waiting over yonder. Oh, there is too much. Oh, to give to Lord. Can I testify? Set up cross the hard burning desert. Sometimes. Say you struggle the right road to choose. I said somewhere over there is food, clear water, and defeat is what. Come on, man, we have the man. I don't know. Who am I to say? Look for your name, I know. He laid his hands on me. He laid his hands on me. Christ laid his hands on me. Oh, me ride out the star. Me beg you, me Jesus. What kind of star? You ready to ride a star? Mama, ride a star, ride a star. Everybody, everybody, everybody. Me beg you, Lord. Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me. Do so, do so, do so, do so, do so. Me beg you, me Jesus. Singing right out there. Oh, God is there with you. Oh, you know. Me say you may not feel it. Tonight, tonight. Me say you're not alone. Oh, you're hurting now. Can I testify? When your morning is coming, you can hold on to Jesus. Tonight, he can ride on. Oh, me ride on the star. Ride on the star. What kind of star? Star of back pain. Star of leprosy. Me beg you, Lord. Me beg you, me Jesus. We have you. Do so. Oh, ride on the star. What kind of star? What kind of star? Walk for your victory. Praise God for your victory. Oh, me ride me, star. Oh, me ride me, star. Oh, me ride me, star. Oh, ride the star. Ride the star. What kind of song? Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me Jesus. Oh, you do. Me beg you, me Jesus. Me beg you, me Jesus. We have your man. Lose yourself. Me beg you, me Jesus. Hold on to Jesus. He can ride on.